of the 4th annual Sidewalk Angels Borgata show. I've been told by the people at the Borgata and by the people at Live Nation that I can now do this every year if I want. So I will do this every year. Tonight we try and make things a little different. Tonight we're going to try something new. So we're going to play a bunch of songs, and then we're going to take a little break. We're going to do a Q&A. We're going to let some people ask some questions, have a little moment. We're going to open that up for like 20 or 25 minutes, and then we'll go back to playing some more stuff. We're going to play a little bit of everything. If you haven't done this, if you haven't been here before, we're going to do some Matchbox, some solo. We're not going to, you know what we're not going to do? Requests. Because fuck you, really. These are the jokes. These are the jokes, kids. Thank you guys so much for coming. We were going through a million names. We had a record deal already, but we didn't have a name. And we were going to call ourselves Wood. I know. And one night, we're like, I remember this. He says that he just remembers making it up, but we were walking. We were in this place in Orlando, Florida, called The Mill, which is like a bar that we used to play in as a local when we were still Tap of the Secret. We would play there, and this guy comes walking by in like a jersey. The jersey had a 20 on it, and there's a bunch of patches, and one of them it said Matchbox. So he saw Matchbox 20, and we did the Kurt Loder test first. Like we imagined what it would sound like on MTV if Kurt Loder said, "Band Matchbox 20." That's a good idea. Okay. But the real test was we looked over as soon as he came up the name, and we were rolling it around in our heads, and we had a few beers, and we didn't hate it, and we leaned over to this drunk frat guy next to us, and we tapped him on the shoulder. We're like, "Hey, would you go see a band called Matchbox 20? And he goes, "Matchbox 20!" And I was like, well, it sounds fucking good when he screams it. So I'm gonna go with that name. That's gonna work. And now I don't even know that we like the name, but like it doesn't matter. Like if you're born Todd and you become 20 years old and you hate Todd, you're fucking Todd. There's nothing you can do about it. So we're like, we are Todd now. That's just who we are. It's 20 years in. This is who we are. Probably, like, I thought it was Long Day because Long Day was the first single, and it was our first time that we had a video on MTV. And this is 90. This is almost 20 years ago. MTV was king. Like just getting on MTV was the biggest thing ever. And we had this video played on 120 minutes too, because at the time we were alternative. Who knew? And we thought we were the fucking. That was it, right? But we were still playing to like 200 people, you know? Like we would play clubs in San Diego that were like these punk clubs, and there would be like a punk band before us, a punk band after us, and then while we would take the stage, everybody would just leave and go have a cigarette outside during our set. And then we'd come back in, and then they'd come back in for whatever. We're like, oh, come on, we're good. And so, but when Push came out, we went to Birmingham, Alabama, and it was one of those things where like the record was starting to kind of tank. Our label was about to let us go. Like they were saying, sayonara, we can't afford you anymore. And Push, one station, because this used to happen, this can't happen now, but one station in Birmingham, Alabama just started playing on their own Push. Like, we like this song, we're going to play it. And it blew up in like a week. It became the biggest song in Alabama. And we showed up in the same tour that we're playing like 200 people, and the place has a line around the block, and we're just like, it's like we just sold out. Everything was, you know, and literally from that day on, it's been a good progression. You know what I mean? And it but it really was that moment where that happened. Like, when that happens, though, you're still like, you're never the artist you want to be, and if you are, that's when you start to really suck. You know what I mean? Like you're never the person that you want to be. You get to a plateau you never thought you'd get to, and then when you finally get there, you go, oh, but look at that, I fucking love that. You know, and then you hear that one song that makes you go, oh my God, I've never written anything as good as that. And you want to go try and chase that, you know what I mean? So like, even like, no matter what's happening, if you're chasing, that's still around the corner, man, you know what I mean? And you know, there's been plenty of people that are in their 30s that all of a sudden just write that fucking magic song, and then the world turns on to it and it happens, you know? So there's never a moment where you stop trying to find that magic, ever. Big Gray, Ryan Adams. You know, like, here's the thing. I want to see songwriters because, you know, I don't care if you're super pop or if you're country, but if you write songs yourself from your life, and I want to see you perform them because I feel like it's going to mean something more to me when I see it. But other than that, you know, what I want to see is me out this summer touring with my band. Where's Paul? I don't know where Paul's at.